Welcome back to Refrain Chord. So we're still watching the main story of the alternate route. And you know, just to make sure that you know, Fang it was just eating, and we're happy about it.
Well, it's good to know that, you know, the dynamic is back, and, you know, we're back to being cuddly, maybe a bit bickering, but friends again, trusting each other.
Again, I will say with what Pedro said at the beginning, that joke, quote-unquote, moment about Fang, you know, physically abusing Erin out of nowhere for the sake of, oh, respect me as your master, that really just feels more like it comes out of nowhere. Hi, Paiga.
It's a big-lipped alligator moment at best, I'd say. Oh! Let me guess, Paiga, you defected from Dorfa?
No, I was just eating, I guess.
Oh?
I like coming here.
Oh
snap, was I right?
He's actually tacktailing.
He's
oh my god, in this route, Paiga actually tries to get back to his family before, you know, it's too late.
Yeah,
that's another point in this route's favor for me. I mean, seriously, again, I'm wondering, what is the point of the other route other than Lola joining later in the party? I mean, I guess the difference is that Paiga takes much longer to leave.
It's taking you this long to figure out that Dorfa's a bit cookie.
And in this case, it takes Junown taking over? Okay. No, I'm sorry. Like, I want to be constructive about this, but again, you're basically telling me that what finally motivates Paiga earlier than normal, it's not about the child experimentation, but Junown taking over with her wine, which sure, it's still a bad affair and everything, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Or
wondering
in this case,
if...
Junown.
I'm wondering if in this route, the parameters behind the child experimentation are different, because I've noticed that the child experimentation has not really popped up as much.
That's because it has been a setting. Remember, it kind of stops being mentioned after Ren and Ibfrit joined the party.
Yep.
It's like, I could have sworn at least in the other road it was still being mentioned.
Oh, there you go. They're mentioning just now, actually. We're actually going to talk. We're actually going to address that particular plot fight still, too. To be fair, to Jova's credit as well. So yeah, in fact, there you go. Look, ask and you shall receive, too.
So I guess from what I can understand here, the idea is that they're taking the device usage way too far to the point where Paiga is like, no more of this. Okay, that's fair.
That's nice, Paiga, but you should have been against it from the beginning.
Oh, he was. It's just that, again, he is kind of a
because get it, he is a spineless coward and everything. Like, I get it, because, you know, also, he's fairy, he's supposed to be a mouse girl, but
okay.
I wanna root for the guy, come on.
Again,
like I said earlier. Like,
also, to be fair to Paiga's credit, we've seen that if you try to leave, they will try to kill you.
Again, as in stopped Apollonius.
Yeah. Yes, Dubs?
Well, admittedly, Apollonius is a lot tougher than Paiga.
It's like I said earlier. Taking Paiga this long to realise that Dorfa are a bunch of maniacs.
Well, again, he knew, but, like, he was feeling desperate. And again, he wasn't all too big on leaving, because, well, you try and leave and they kill you, as they tried with Mariana and
Congratulations, Kalara. You're a fucking genius.
There.
And the first thing I will do when I resurrect the Vile God is to have someone give me a better name than Bernard.
But you were going to start singing like a boss from the Lonely Island.
Look, like I said in our original playthrough of Evan Darkverse, Bernard is the name of a character off of The Office. Not what I think of within...
And you know, this is them all assuring that they're gonna...
Didn't we just do this scene?
No. This one's a bit different. Is that Fleur?
Emotions.
Fleur's
Someone called David Cage.
It hasn't done that in ages.
Fleur
Fleur
remember, Fleur is still a shipping option, so they have to set up the fact that she likes Fang.
何がファング
What?
どうする
Fleur, you're not Steve
正義界の
Austin.
連中をどこで人造フェンスにする
Imagine.
知恵の回廊でしょうね
If you want to see me sink this
ドル
person's
ファにあっ
head
た
off,
人造
give
フ
me a
ェンス
hell
の研
yes.
究室はそこへ移されましたから
Also nice of Paiga to fill us in on that.
Why would you move your artificial fencer lab to the subterranean tower? What use does that have?
Well,
It's a more covert area.
Didn't we discover either in Avendar Force or at least in the other timeline that all the remains of the towers do contain technology from the old civilization?
Yeah.
It's more so that they establish that it has resonance with the goddess, which doesn't necessarily connect to the artificial fencer aspect.
I mean, granted, there was also a lot of that old tech left there, as we do find out at least in the Fleur ending. Well, actually, no, the Fleur Tiara and Aaron ending. Owl does let on
I
that he did
seem to
leave
remember
some-
specifically one of the few moments of Harley doing her fucking job is that she mentions that all the towers have the thing in common that they were once part of the old civilization and we have remnants of attack. In fact, one of the bosses that we fight in one of them is a security robot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess. Bye
Oh,
bye.
yes, Paiga has a
Bye,
better
Paiga.
ending.
And bye.
Well, admittedly, that's
See, even
I
AJ.
know, AJ. Thanks for lampshading. To be fair, that's the thing that the game has done since day one, so I'm not too
そうい
surprised.
えば
I guess I'll give it that. That's a better ending for Paiga than the other route's ending for
Yeah,
him.
like
still-
it just leaves.
Just quits the game while he's at it. I
And
think
now-
that's Wedge.
And now to the Luzamund. And now we were talking about the Luzamund ice caves and everything. Okay, and that's it. Now time for justice.
And
There,
together
get
we can
it?
be justice.
各自持ち場に着いたか急げ走れ
Yes, sir, Dorfa Soldier 2.
準備完了エネルギー充填にかかれ
Favorite character next to Dorfa Soldier 80.
And
Dorfa weapons researcher.
the generic friend A from the first episode of 100 Girlfriends.
But that still begs the question: who is Batman, TM?
I know, right?
I wonder.
Shrouded by mystery.
I mean, the game did such a great job hiding who that man is. I mean,
TM.
well, not so much TM, more like quote unquote.
やはりドルファの技術では無理のようですあの正義界の技術ならもしかする
Apparently, the Justice Society has better technology than Dorfa.
うまくなものだ
Okay, I'm guessing Al. I'm sorry, a mysterious
No,
cloak guy.
that man, Jova.
That man.
I'm guessing that man insisted that they move to the tower to get some old technology that he somehow must know it from the past.
And he probably just Al and Glace 4D chessing their way so they can buttfuck Junown when it's convenient to them.
何やら大きな音が鳴っていたが何か問題がある
Guess one difference is that I think by this point in the plot, Nelly had joined our party, so I guess
Oh,
that's a difference.
sorry, those
Unless I'm
those
misremembering the other routes.
ここが研
Oh,
究
sorry.
Granted, I
those-
guess it's hard to gauge exactly pinpointing comparing where we are in points of the story on each route.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, mate. Those loud noises were mine. I was pounding my head on the door because people won't take me seriously as a villain.
Alright, bared
Let's
fangs.
see, bared fangs.
Okay.
This is getting out of hand. Now
Yeah,
there are
but
two of
Bernard-
them.
知恵の回
Burner's having a hard time.
ここから先は
Thanks, Aaron.
I don't think he's having any time,
Didn't we
given
have
how he's
this
knocked
background
out.
in Dark Force?
I don't think so, actually.
Maybe
Maybe
yes,
Evil
maybe
Dawn
not.
this time.
Maybe yes, maybe no.
Actually, let me use this time. And again, like I said, I know a gallery that has the entirety of the Dark Force, background.
Oh,
so-
yeah. This is actually one of the better scenes.
Alright, let
こ
me
そこ
see.
そ悪いことしてる奴ら発見
There you go. That's his new name, Mr. Sneaky Badman.
Wow.
私の後ろ人造フェンスを作り出す装置本当に復活してる
Quick, Rin,
Rig,
destroy
Rig,
it!
Could you speak up?
So you might remember how in the previous route Fang destroyed it in a fit of rage, right? I actually like the way it's done in this route better.
I'm guessing Rin's the one who does it.
You're half right.
Alright.
Both Ren and Ifrit probably, they were the ones.
Ding 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 ding! Very good, Teo. You get a second gold star. You're ahead of Jova now.
I could write this all day.
Stand down, Teo. Final warning. How could you?
Sorry, Fang. Just doing my job, but nothing personal.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fang. No, how could you? What do you mean? How could you? At this point in the story, you're still not even party members.
I think there was the mission where he was trying to assassinate us still, so before they still encountered him.
No, I get that, but like at this point in the story,
Snap.
This is the moment.
Noi is a fucking sociopath, Fang. Why are you so surprised that Noi would be okay with this?
Wait, hold on.
Pointing his gun at what's her name?
Junown, like Kejitan mentioned in the first game.
I think at this point, Fang does know that Noe is looking for reincarnation as a bug, which, yeah, doing something this bad should throw that off.
言葉には気をつけろ。俺はお前が必要なんじゃない。
Be a bug?
俺が必要なのは
Maybe an insect?
Oh. Okay.
人造フェンサーに変えた正義会の連中はどうするんだ。
Yes, I can confirm the background that we saw was in the original game. So.
Yes, that's what I just said, you idiot.
And here I was thinking that we actually made a new asset for this game.
Pepe was the one who raised that.
Yeah, but I was thinking it too. As you might have known, I was also in doubt, to be fair.
Oh shoot.
Everyone pointed there and laughed.
No. More like point at her and mob her.
Hey you! We don't take kindly to people with the vile blood around these parts. Now Skeeter, you ain't hurt anybody.
So, I'm curious. Does this preclude a battle that actually has you fight these artificers?
Yes, however, they're just the same Justice Society white-cloaked guys that are reused models from Advent Dark Force. You know? So don't worry, you're not fighting anything new in that battle, trust me.
Well, I mean, I guess they weren't going to go out of their way to make all custom models for those guys.
I mean, they didn't. I mean, Jova, so far this game has done only like the bare minimum effort in terms of actually making new content. I mean, is it really a surprise at this point?
That's actually a good question. How did she know that?
That's a good question.
Who isn't chasing after us?
Paiga?
True, bless his soul.
Paiga did the smart thing and just left the game to be with his family, so...
Peace.
He went off to be a family man. Guile would be proud.
It's like Biggs and Wedge in Final Fantasy.
Oh, how did you get here?
Whoa, ow!
It's like Biggs and Wedge in Final Fantasy. We're like, fuck this shit, and then they just rage quit the game.
But actually... Okay, I have to agree with Jova. What was with the first timeline that we covered is missing a lot of this shit.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, again, like, it's not even that the first timeline feels like a base. It feels like a, well, this is an incomplete version, but here's a more beefed up incomplete version.
Honestly,
like, yeah.
okay, it's too early for me to form...
Oh, okay. To be fair, she's talking about the device itself, not...
Oh, thank God.
Anyway, the only speculation I can have right now for the time being is that this was the original, script of the game that they wrote. And then they wrote the other timeline by putting in a bunch of ideas that they had that they could not fit in this.
Weird, because admittedly, I'm not really seeing much that's unique to that other timeline.
Possibly interaction and jokes, basically.
basically.
Okay, yeah, that is neat that both Rin and Ibfried, the ones created by this, get the say in destroying it.
Oh, Shushu too.
Okay, that was actually kind of funny. Again, no, I mean,
Oh look, Albert.
I am definitely digging this route more than the other routes. That is not saying much, mind you, but this feels much more complete.
Don't you mean you didn't had to?
Typo, maybe?
More like, what's it, verb pencil, you know?
Wait,
Impro-
what secrets?
improper
You
grammar.
know that they're made by the machine.
Oh great, the true plan of Dorfa and the Ceterion Club is the secret of the Hunchback movie, on loop, forever.
Oh god, and then the wings pop out at the end.
You're being watched by the machine. I know, because I built it.
Almighty Al. Okay. Maybe they telegraph that Al's more of a bad guy here, but it feels a lot more natural, whereas the other route...
The other route was chock full of fucking flashbacks of Al acting insane.
Like, this gives a much more nuanced look that we think that, well, maybe this was Al, but maybe he had nothing but good intentions.
Also, I'm curious, why Bernard feels such like a banal name, but Albert doesn't, to you?
Oh, wow.
Well, actually...
Asking to both to Dweebs and Jove, I'm asking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, when it comes to Albert, I guess the thing is, like, at least with Albert, he's presented as, like, a member of our party at first. So, like, you know, I consider that as, like, part of the game's way of discussing that he's the big bad villain by not having too fanciful a name, essentially. And mind you, I just want to point out, Bernard's name being Bernard is not the deal breaker for me as him as a villain. Like, he could have been a good villain with or without that name, and I don't even mind the name Bernard as much, but I do joke that that feels like a name off of, like, a sitcom rather than that of a big...
Again, Theo, it's the there are some who call me Tim joke.
It's the Arif and Bob trope. It's just that I don't see particularly, you know, that out there, to be honest.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't hate the name. It's more just something I laugh at, honestly. And, you know, again, they could have made things...
I think it's more so... I think it's more a matter of consistency, or in this case, game's case, inconsistency. Where you take a look at Final Fantasy XIII, where literally all the characters have some kind of weirdly name. Like it's... Well, Sid is a villain in that game. I was talking about the main cast. Like we have Lightning, we have Snow, we have Hope, Fang, Vanille. They're all, you know, non-realistic names. You know, whereas in here, most of them are unrealistic names, except these two. For some reason.
Pedro, I was told by the localizers of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal that apparently Hope is a girl's name. No, I'm joking.
Well, okay, to be fair, I have seen anime and other shows that have girl characters
Pedro,
called Hope.
You lack the context of what I just said, trust me.
Oh, really?
Someday.
It takes a lot of time and it involves also an actual card from the actual OCG TCG game. So another time.
Anyway, okay. I recognize this scene from the other route because this was actually the scene where Paiga shows up after having left Dorfa in the other route. I guess in this version we're celebrating destroying... Well, okay, to be fair, we also, I think, were celebrating destroying the machine when we had enough money for Fang to have a wine glass in his hand in the other route.
And do not speak with your mouth full.
Okay, so who's going to interrupt them this time, I wonder, if Paiga's already done his thing?
Who is left? Glace, I guess? Well, or Junown herself, I guess.
I actually forgot. Wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I was wrong, and that Paiga does have this one more thing. Now that I've actually forgot about this. Let me see.
But
まだ脅威は去っていないのでな。そうですね。正直、お祝いムードにはまだなれません。
Yeah, this scene definitely feels like it's more parallel to that scene from the previous route.
Trust me, Jova, we're not far away from diverting back to the Al Glace Fleur plotline.
I will say, even if we do go back to that, this really feels like
This was
this
more
is just
organic at the very least.
yeah.
Which, and allow me to remind you that this is a route that most people don't get at their first playthrough, because remember, you have to tell Lola that the Fury Search is not going well, which most players don't usually do, because they're usually doing the side quests as they go along, right? So it does feel unintuitive for this to be the quote-unquote route for if you're doing badly.
I mean, even that, I don't even think if it's like you're objectively doing badly or not. It's just if you want to say that you're doing bad or not either.
You don't actually have to do badly at it. You just have to tell her that you're doing badly at it. That's the thing.
I guess I'll say on the plus side, it lets you save the better ending or better route for later.
Well, if the ending is practically the same as the other timeline, unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna be that much. But we have to get there.
I will say that, like, you know, the presence of more structure to heck, even the foreshadowing.
At the very least, we get that the journey was better than the destination in this case.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe the ending will change things up for the better. I mean, obviously not the romance
we're like
stuff,
5 parts away from it, Jova.
Yeah.
Well, again, like I said, so far this route is doing it more for me.
We should,
that is not to say that this is extraordinary or anything, but hey, if this route can keep up the good work, maybe we can end on a
yeah, we should actually be able to finish it really soon, actually.
I'm not sure if I should say good note, but
we'll see.
Like I said, to me this game is just one gigantic wet fart, all of it. Like I said, it does have its occasional good moments, I will admit, and I've given credit when that is the case. But as a whole, like the experience as a whole is just a big wet fart in the wind to me.
Like, I will say this. One, only get this game if you're a huge Fairy Fencer fan of the 1, 2, I guess, if we're being generous, games. I guess there were a few crossovers that some of the characters had, but...
You say that, Jilla, but the Fairy Fencer F fans, at least the ones that I've been able to find who have talked about this game, say that they found this one was kind of underwhelming and they would have far preferred a proper sequel, so even fans of Fairy Fencer F are not exactly enthused about this one.
That's the thing, though. Who other than Fairy Fencer F fans could really get into this?
I mean, that's
the voice actor potentially, Jova.
Yeah, the original game wasn't exactly, you know, it didn't exactly make a big splash, like even by this company's standards. In fact,
I guess
most of the time,
specifically be the Japanese voice actor too, because the English ones don't come
back. Yeah, that's what I mean.
The only 2 franchises from Compile Heart / Idea Factory that seem to really have enough legs to have multiple entries are Neptunia and recently Death End Request.
Also Mary Skelter.
Oh yeah, that is true. Mary Skelter as well. That is true. Yeah.
Well, from what I know, that one ended recently. So there's that too. Also, I think Nekopara, but I'm not entirely sure.
Like, for example, I recently recorded a quick let's look at the opening hour, of Trinity Universe, which is the game that Neptunia OG is a clone of, you know, so I could showcase that aspect of it, right? And that game also went nowhere. There's no Trinity Universe 2.
Telling me that Neptunia was birthed from a franchise that kind of died.
It's part of my research, Jova. You see, think of this. I'm an archaeologist, Jova, and I'm trying to figure out where this cloning chain started.
I'm not saying anything.
What?
Nothing after the party's over.
Okay. But
oh snap, so Junown is in on for the Vile God Resurrection.
Well, regardless, that's the basic gist of it, Jova. I'm basically a scientist at this point, and I'm trying to discover where this chain of clonage began, you know?
Let me guess. It's the evil goddess she wants.
Obviously.
I mean,
And
think
let me
of.
guess, by
Sorry.
mixing in elements from the goddess and the vile god, she can produce the evil goddess. Polymerization
Which is
style.
kind of similar to what Ali is going for. So I get the idea he's just letting her cook for the time being, just so he can swoop in and take credit at the last moment.
So the Justice Society won't shoot up about it, so I'm going to shut them up.
Remind me, did we ever get to hear Al's thoughts on the evil goddess? I know the evil goddess was
He only,
hinted
in the
at
other
one.
timeline, he only discovered notes, but said that they were of no consequence.
Yep. So basically, she's been giving wine rations to the.
Bernard, you've become a simp. You shouldn't.
A simp
Has
and a
he?
drunkard.
I mean, as
Oh,
he.
yeah, he's basically getting fed wine constantly by this woman.
Wait, is that a simp or is that a...
I mean, I think that's more so that she's trying to, you know, like keep him.
Whoa, hold on. Glace is helping out Bernard?
Glace is actually trying to avoid, to remove the mind control.
I see, because, let me guess, if Junown has Bernard under her control, that could spell trouble for Al's plans down the road, I'm guessing.
Because they need to give, and also to answer what Bernard is asking, because they need to keep the illusion that Bernard is complacent. Of course you don't. Soon you're a shit.
Baka.
その時まで意識を曇らせ生をつなぎ止めようとしているだけ。
Living sacrifice say what?
さあ飲め。それともまた無理やり飲ませてやろうか。
Damn, girl, don't go on that too much dominating.
お前たちの目的は何だ？あの女と同じで邪神復活が目的ではないのだろう。
邪神には蘇ってもらう。どうせ死ぬのならお前には生贄として死んでもらうだけ。
I mean, who can argue with logic like that?
And Bernard has no retort to that until she's gone. Okay.
Oh well.
I mean, Glace is clearly all devoted to... Oh, hold on.
Nope, not hold
That
on.
looked like
The
he had
cutscene is
something
done.
planned there, but cutscene over.
You're going. I love the chapter there. You're going to die anyway.
Yep.
I mean, that's
So,
what she said, literally.
yep. So tune in next time, everybody. Where let's hope Bernard doesn't die of alcohol poisoning.
He probably
Is that,
still
is that
will.
the name of the next chapter?
Maybe. No, it isn't. No, it's not. All right.
Yeah.
See you for the next part, everybody.
Yeah.